if we're talking about understanding trading and understanding what the candlestick pattern means, are you still waiting for a second leg? Do you guys understand the candlestick pattern? Because the candlesticks are the ones that are holding the setups, right? Because you cannot just talk about, okay, I'm waiting for a setup. Okay, well, what's the setup? And then you show me stop hand high drops. Yes, for learning purposes, because we are at a base point, both you and me. But I think this is very important for us to key in on understanding trading. I want to go deep into this thing of understanding what trading is. Trading, it is not setups based on stop hunts. Can we agree or disagree right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So if we agree that trading is not just about stop hunts, even though the markets, they need to stop out other idiots so that they can go the opposite direction, you need to understand what trading really is. That the setups, they are in the candlesticks. Candlesticks at the right time creates the setups.
Yeah.
Correct? So we need to learn and focus more on what the candlestick is doing at the correct time for us to understand a possible setup. Because if you do not understand what a setup is, or what trading is, you are simply going to be looking at the stop hand highs and the second legs and the drops, which is against what I'm trying to make you guys understand in terms of what the markets are truly about, like truly about. They are about understanding the candlesticks. The candlesticks, they hold the patterns, they hold the setups. Now, in real time, it's cool that Sam can fucking catch these things. He has seen them 1,000 times maybe, but I'm still not convinced that you can really pick them out. There's something that says, yes, you can see them, but to understand what they mean in terms of your own niche trading, can you really fucking understand this candle, this market, or these candlesticks? Because I know in the morning when I talk about this, you will say this is garbage. The moment you see it here, like half, somewhere around this zone right here. He did not make a huge ass stop hand high that breaks above the HOD to go to the Brinks box at the top. What makes these trades move?
I know that they're not always going to go to the Brinks box. Obviously, just looking at yesterday's data, they did nothing, right? All the EMAs are fanned out. So like straight away, I have like a bias. In terms of the actual candlesticks, like the price action, why these are like my favorite. If you zoom in on the head, right?
Yes.
So why these are my favorite is because this is the shit I used to do when I was when I was trading, garbage. Yeah.
Yes,
I would trade. That's my entry right there. Right there. That's my buy. Right. What? Yeah. That's like from reading books, years back.
Yeah.
So when I see this shit, it's like at a deeper level, I'm thinking there's so many idiots piling in right now.
Yes. And
that's what I see when I see this chart.
And the major clue is right here. Huge clue. This is where the blood types will come in. I sent you the blood types, I think yesterday or the day before. But Understanding the blood types without understanding what happened here at the head, you are missing a lot of pieces. These two things, they are interconnected. In order for this setup to do this particular thing, it must automatically match with price here at the bottom. The blood out in some shape or form, it needs to get out. Like when we are focusing on the niche patterns, the blood out still weighs in huge. It is a huge factor. Not that we are mostly relying on it, but after we have really perfected and mastered these blood outs, what does a blood out mean? It means that when price is inside of the bands, the water, it is fucking normal. The moment it breaks above the bands, it is trading in an abnormal place. It is not where it's supposed to be. It is unnatural, right? So if it is not where it's supposed to be, you know that it is extreme. That's where the extreme points or extreme variables comes in. They come in at the time where this guy, he is very much abnormal. And subsequently, this guy is above the HOD, which is in itself abnormal too, because he is above the HOD, which it tells us vividly that the market makers, they know that the mindset of the retail idiots are trading above. They need to see what? The breakout. They need to break out what? Breaking yesterday's high. When you're looking at the Tim Sykes students and all that, and the new guys that come in, when this guy asks these guys, they talk about, I'm waiting for the breakout. This is the breakout they are waiting for. They need to see the full candle that closes above yesterday's high, HOD. And that's where the setup really starts to come alive. And this is not where you need to be waiting for fucking second legs, third legs, and all that. Already this guy, he is above the HOD, which in itself is extreme, and the TDI is above the water, the upper water, which is in itself extreme. So you have those two things that make you understand what is about to happen. Then to kick it all off, you understand that yesterday they did nothing. So this is where the hopium comes in, the hope. This guy, he has to make a huge ass breakout to the high side, and he's going to run big, especially when what? Especially when the EMAs are at the bottom. You see, understanding that, putting it like that, it makes it, you understand it into that perspective of understanding what the retail traders are actually doing, not just knowing from a vague perspective, but really understanding what these things mean at the proper time, so that once this head Sam is talking about and this head that is above the water, once these two things come together right there with the candlestick pattern, you know, bro, the market makers, they have collected the capital. You just you feel it, you know it. The moment you start to see these candlesticks, you don't just say to yourself, I see this. No, you don't really see it, but you know what is happening at the backside of the screens. You really fucking know it. Than just saying you see it. Seeing it and seeing something is not the same as knowing it, because what you can see deception, thinking you know it. But when you know something, you know that you can't fall for the easy deceptions.